2019 movie called Dirty Gold. It's directed by Sasha Pollock, written by Susie Farrell and Sasha Pollock, and the cast, an impressive one. Vicky Knight plays Jade, the lead role. Catherine Kelly plays Lisa, Jade's mother. Elisa Brady Gerard plays Ray, the young child. And other notables are Bluey Robinson, who plays Naz. He's a romantic interest for the friend Rebecca Stone playing Jamie. And there are other supporting cast. Well, what have we got here? Well, it's a very chilling tale. Jade is the victim of an acid attack. She's a young mother and she's trying to get her life back on track. This follows a relationship that turned sour, and the boyfriend threw acid in her face and at her body, and the scars are all too visible to see. She finally comes home from hospital, and it's quite evident that the stigma surrounding her scars are with her, and she's both physically and emotionally fighting a constant battle to overcome how others see her. Her toddler child is too frightened to be with her, and the day-to-day primary care is carried out mainly by the grandmother, Catherine Kelly, and they live in a block of flats typical of working class, low-income families, and they seek fun at the local fun fair, and we witness scenes that highlight Jade's pain as she's in the ghost train, and the atmosphere of fun is very hard for her to take on board. And we then also witness her dislike of herself to the point where she adopts the hijab, the Muslim covering of the face and body for women, as a means to hide her scars. And she then, because of her low self-esteem, we witness her trying to seek some sort of comfort on cyber sex sites, and I'm not quite sure, but maybe she raises a small amount of income in this way, but it certainly does nothing for her self-esteem. When she describes the attack that she experienced, it's quite chilling, as she describes her skin falling off like a cascade, almost unimaginable really. The actress Ricky White was in fact a victim of an arson attack, and so the scars on the body are very true to life, which makes it more amazing, her performance. The sympathy and understanding early on by the mother is replaced by anger as the child becomes more loved by the grandparent, and the mother becomes more distant as she feels she's losing her child, and she slides into the typical hell of low self-esteem. And when she is with the daughter, her reaction is over-clinging and over-protective. We witness a scene when she goes completely bananas when she finds out that her mother has taken the child to visit the father in prison, and she gets thrown out by her mother, and this leads her to have to beg for nights on friends' sofas, and she also experiences homelessness on the streets. However, she then proceeds to pull herself together, get a job, and she has aspirations of finding sufficient funds for plastic surgery. However, the doctors haven't held out too much hope for that, and so she puts all her eggs in one basket, having heard about a plastic surgeon online based in Marrakech in Morocco, and there's a fruitless trip by her friend and her friend's boyfriend, Naz. Bluey Robinson, a particularly strong performance I found, as he is typical macho and expresses a sort of desire, a lustful desire for Jade, even though his girlfriend is present on the trip, and we witness an attempt at a sort of lustful physical relationship that's interrupted by the girlfriend returning from the swimming pool where she's been sunbathing. She's disappointed tremendously as the so-called plastic surgeon doesn't exist, and then the film comes to a conclusion, a realistic conclusion about her fate, and how she then starts to learn to love her child, and her child becomes quite accepting of the physical scars, and we sense that Jade has turned a corner. Overall, this is a very strong film with a lot of strong points, emotionally quite draining, but nevertheless quite reassuring, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's called Dirty God, and it was released in 2019.